What's up there, YouTube? CJ here with the Straight Vape coming back at ya. And what I got for you today is this little copper tube here. Yeah, we're going to get into this little guy. We're going to actually dive down and take a quick up-close look at this and how this can make the Noisy Cricket a much safer vape. But before we get into that, don't forget the FDA is trying to rip all this stuff away from us. So join CASA, follow notblowingsmoke.org. Support HR 2058 and Cole Bishop. Neither are dead, and we actually need both. Even if HR 2058 doesn't make it through, we still need to support it. And I can explain all that in another video, which I'll probably do for an advocacy video anyway. But anyway, this video is not about any of that. Just make sure you fight for your vaping rights. Join CASA, follow Not Blowing Smoke. No more casualties. New Not Blowing Smoke shirt I got. Yeah, and without any further ado, let's get into figuring out how this is going to make us all safer with the Noisy Cricket. Alrighty, here we go. What we have here is the Fat Daddy Vapes Noisy Cricket safety upgrade type kit here. Basically what you're going to get is you get this this little clear tube with a copper tube in it, and oh yeah, dum you only have to take one side off, and basically in this clear tube, this copper tube, is basically what you have there is a 510 connector, okay, and down at the bottom you have a new switch. And basically once you get it, you're going to just take this apart. You're going to unscrew this switch. You're going to unscrew this 510 connector like so. And then basically what you got there is just a hollow tube, right? So this actually is just like a single 18650 mech mod. And you can actually, I'll show you how you can do that, but so we're going to set this up here. So basically you get this. This is the most important piece here. This is a 510 connector. So you're removing the hybrid connector, and you're getting this nice copper, nice insulator here for your battery and your positive connector on the battery. You also get some knurling here, so it's easy to turn, take it on and off of the Noisy Cricket. So real nice, 510 connector here. Now it's non-adjustable. It's a fixed 510. But it's well insulated, which is one of the big issues with a hybrid connector. So you get that, and then you also get a new button. Now they say that this button is magnetic, but I don't really see much difference between this and the stock Cricket battery. So I mean, I do use this in conjunction with the other one, and it looks like you can take it apart with the little Allen wrench there. But it's just a generic plastic. It is copper threaded. Now this does suffer from the same problem as the Noisy Cricket button, where if you push this just on one side, see how you can push that down sideways, and then see your connector, the actual positive pin here, it's coming through on an angle as well. Yeah, that's no bueno. That's not good. So a lot of times though, it's kind of weird when this is on the Noisy Cricket, even the stock Wismec button, you kind of have to push it on an angle like that to get it to fire, which is strange. But anyway, you get this new button. It does have a nicer insulator, which I'll show you here. So let's get our Noisy Cricket. Okay, we're going to put these guys up here, and here's the bone stock factory Noisy Cricket. This is you see right there, it says Jabo Wismec, and you can tell this has seen some use because I use my Noisy Cricket. Nothing special, nothing fancy. So let's take this button off first. We're going to size that up to the Fat Daddy Vapes button, and you can see that they're very similar, but this is where our difference is. See how much smaller the firing pin is on this, and how much more insulation you have. So you have a lot better protected contact. Where on this one you have a much fatter, wider contact. This is actually a little crunchy too. Hear it? I don't know if you'll be able to hear that or not. This is A little bit smoother. Still a little crunchy, but a little bit smoother. Looks like they protrude about the same amount. Maybe the Fat Daddy Vape protrudes a little bit more. Just maybe a hair. I don't know. But anyway, that's your difference. So the buttons are pretty much the same. And I think you could probably use one or the other. That wouldn't really matter. The big difference, though, comes in with this here hybrid connector. So let's get this hybrid connector off of here. And let's compare that to the non-hybrid connector. So you see that you actually have a 510 pin. Oh, let's switch them around. You actually have a 510 pin on the Fat Daddy Vapes. So you can basically put anything that'll screw down and make a connection on this, you can use. Now, because it has that knurling at the top, it is going to be a little bit thicker than the hybrid connector. But again, this is where the big benefit is. A lot more insulation, all that black rubber, and that might be PEEK. It might be a PEEK insulator, but a lot more insulation, much smaller center pin there. Where on the hybrid connector, there's nothing. Your atomizer is just basically hitting the battery. So this is very, very good for Noisy Cricket safety. So, but what can we do here? So we can take this tube basically, and it's a little bit backwards because normally you would think that where the venting holes are would be where the atomizer goes, but that's not true, because if you look at the bottom here, you can see how the threads are recessed in there, and that's actually where you can take your factory Wismec Noisy Cricket button and you can put that into here, and it will screw in all the way. Let me grab a quarter. Whoop. So it gives you a little bit of protection, so you can't accidentally fire, but then you can fire the button, and then you can also put your hybrid connector. So now you're still going to run into the same issues with a hybrid in this single 18650 now mech mod, but you kind of can get your Noisy Cricket a little bit safer, and there you go. And now you have a single 18650 mech mod that you can use the parts from your Cricket, so you don't have to just throw them away. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then how does this work? So basically the same way. You're going to put your batteries in, and you're going to just screw the Fat Daddy Vapes button in. Of course you're going to put your because if you watch my other Noisy Cricket video, you're going to put your atomizer on first, so you can screw that down, boom, and then you can screw your button in, and you can see the fit and finish is actually pretty nice. You will see that little bit of copper there, and a tiny bit of copper rather than the brass. But now your Noisy Cricket is light years safer than it was before. So that is the Fat Daddy Vapes Noisy Cricket safety upgrade. Let's take this back up. We're going to vape on a little bit, talk about it, and we're going to wrap this up. Alrighty, here we go. So we got the Noisy Cricket. We're going to drop in. Oh, by the way, I only ever use these LG HB6. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not. LG HB6 1500 milliamp hour 30 amp. One of the only 30 amp, true 30 amp batteries out there. Always in the Noisy Cricket. Always make sure your wraps are nice. Watch my battery safety video on that. So we got positive up, negative up. And then we're going to take positive. We're going to put the 510 connector on that side. Bada boom, like that. And then we're going to take the trusty old indestructible. Bada boom, that's going to go in there. Like so. Then we're going to take the Fat Daddy Vapes. This is just how simple. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure that's screwed down nice. Good. Okay, and then we're going to drip a little bit. This is like I don't know what this is. Banana, some kind of banana. Wacky banana or something. I don't know. It's bananas. It's lots of bananas. It's like you're eating bananas. And we're going to take a toke. Woo! Very, very good and very, very safe. Noisy Cricket. Yeehaw! By the way, I have like it's a dual 8 wrap. What do we got on there? It's an old build. I need to probably change it. It's a dual spaced 8 wrap Clapton. It looks like. That banana is yum yums. So yeah, Fat Daddy Vapes. Link will be in the description for sure. I think it's like $15. It was pretty inexpensive, something like that. But it makes the Noisy Cricket a lot safer, and it doesn't look too bad on there either. Looks like you know, puts a little extra flash of color in there. So yeah, Fat Daddy Vapes Noisy Cricket safety upgrade. Remember, guys and gals, we got the giveaway happening. We're almost there. We're like 340 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the comments. I do try my best to reply to everybody. I can't get to them all. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments below. Check out the giveaway video. It's in my first vlog from a couple weeks ago. Once we hit 500 subscribers, RX200S and Cleto going out randomly to one lucky winner. So thanks again for your support. And remember, keep your vape game strong.